KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how to make your very own pastrami just using store-bought corned beef. Right? Nothing can get better than this. Alright, let's get on with it. Let's make up our pastrami rub. I've got around about 2 tablespoons worth of black peppercorns, right? And I've emptied out my little peppercorn container, made sure my other peppercorn grinders are full with whatever was left. I want to use that container. We're going to grind up our peppercorns in a spice grinder or coffee grinder as that used to be. We're going to go for a nice medium style grind. 2 tablespoons worth of mustard seeds that can go in. Now those peppercorns, we don't want them too fine, we don't want them too coarse, so we want a nice medium type grind. Right, add those peppercorns in. I'm putting those into a funnel over the top of my old peppercorn container, and we're just going to give that a shaky shake just like that. And there's a really good reason why I use the funnel. That way you get everything into the container nice and easily. 2 tablespoons worth of ground coriander. Buy that from your local supermarket. 2 tablespoons worth of a good smoked paprika. That can go straight in. A tablespoon's worth of onion powder and a tablespoon's worth of garlic powder. That can all go straight in as well, just like that. So far we've got a lot of spice. We need a little bit of sweet. So 2 tablespoons worth of caster sugar. That goes in. Give that all a good little shaky shake, just like that. And before you know it, you've created your own little piece of bottle artwork. It's going to look something like that. How good does that look? Alright, we don't need it like that. We need to give that all a good shaky shake, just like that. Get all those ingredients all mixed together, and before you know it, you've got your own pastrami rub. How easy is that? Alright, next thing I've got about a 2 kilo piece of corned beef. I've just bought that from a local supermarket. It was on special. Why not while it is nice and cheap? We've got a nice fat cap on the top, but we've got this silver skin on the bottom. We want to get rid of that, right? It's the only sort of thing that I will get rid of when I'm smoking some meat. Right? Just get rid of that silver skin, just like that. Take your time, make sure you're nice and careful, don't slice a finger. Nothing worse than doing that over something you're going to cook. Right, so give it a little trim, just like that. Nice and easy, nice and slow, and before you know it, we've got a really nice piece of meat ready to make some pastrami. Alright, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that fat cap on top, put that into a bowl, or in my case I'm going to use a saucepan. Just fits perfectly. I'm going to cover that with some plain cold tap water. Right? Nothing special. Just cover that, and I'm going to leave that for around about 2 hours. Now, at an hour in, I'll probably drain that and refill it. We're trying to get rid of a lot of the salt and a lot of the pickling brine that they use to make corned beef. Alright, so about 2 to 3 hours has gone by, and out comes our meat. It looks a little bit ugly being grey. Don't worry. We're going to fix that real quick. We're going to dry this off. Just get some paper towel and get rid of any of that surface moisture. So give it a little bit of a dab here and a dab there. Just get rid of the moisture that is on the surface. Right, we don't need to dry this out completely. We just want to make sure we've got a nice clean canvas to work with for our next step. So make sure we get all sides. Right, now we've got our rub. I'm going to start layering this rub up. Now I'm doing this the day before, so I'm planning on cooking it tomorrow morning. This is around about sort of 4-5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to get these beautiful pastrami spices all onto the meat, and I'm going to give it a real chance to accept some flavors into it. So just keep layering that up and keep putting that rub on. Make sure we get all sides all together. Right, and if you don't think you've got enough, just add more. That's all I can say. Just add lots and lots of that rub, and it should look something like that. Right, am I going to leave that? No, we want to really get those flavors permeated deep into that meat. So I'm going to wrap this thing up in a little bit of cling film. Right, just like that. I'm doing this on my own, and with me and my MS, it's not always the easiest thing to do. Found a little technique that helps me. I don't know it will help you. You might need someone to give you a hand with that cling film. But we're going to give that all a really good coverage with our cling film. Make sure we've got it nice and airtight, right? Just so cling film's cheap. And all we're going to do, give that all good wrappage just like that. Oh, how good is this looking already? Alright, there we go. We've got our corned beef pastrami rub on top. Give it a slap. We're going to put that in the refrigerator overnight, and let's get up nice and early the next morning. It's around about 5 a.m. and I'm starting my fire off. I'm starting off using heat beads or charcoal briquettes, and we're going to get some nice heat happening in our little charcoal chimney. And once they've come up to heat, we can put those into the heat box just like that. Right, and we're going to close that lid off and get some heat happening into our smoker. Right, we've unwrapped our pastrami or our corned beef, and look at the beautiful colours on that. And we've also put a piece of wood in, a bit of Australian nut hardwood, into our smoker just to get a little bit of heat into it, and if there is any moisture, get rid of that. That hardwood can go straight in on top of those coals. Make sure you either use gloves or tongs, and don't grab the lid of your heat box by accident. Severe burns can ensue. Alright, we've got a little bit of smoke happening there. I'm going to put that meat around about 3/4 of the way along my smoker, just like that. And if you don't have a smoker, you could actually use a nice low heat on a Weber style barbecue. But I do preheat my wood in the smoker. I don't have a preheat ledge or anything like that. And we're just going to make sure we've got a little bit of moisture in a couple of trays underneath the corned beef, which is going to turn into pastrami, believe it or not. And it's going to keep things nice and moist, which is exactly what we want. So every now and then I'll come in, look at the water level, and around about 4 hours in, I'm getting some aluminium foil, some cooking foil. I'm going to lay that out. Now 4 hours, we're going to take that out, and we've been cooking that at 120 to 125 degrees Celsius. Forgot to mention that earlier. So about 120, 125 degrees Celsius. We're going to cook that for 4 hours. It's looking like that. We've got a nice sort of bark all of a sudden happening. We're going to wrap that up in the foil, just like that. And that's going to keep things nice and warm, nice and moist on the inside. All right, they can come straight back outside, and we're going to put that back into the smoker. Now, I'm not going to put any more fuel into that fire. I'm already sitting at 125. I'm going to adjust my vents, keep it going at 125, and let it cook out. It's going to take around about another 3 to 4 hours, and it will just reduce the heat. The meat will reabsorb a lot of the moisture, of course being in the aluminium foil, and you'll end up with something looking a little bit like that. Doesn't look real pleasant looking like that, but once you start cutting it, you're going to find out that you have got the most amazing, really inexpensive pastrami. Give you a cost breakdown. Pastrami, you can pay $40 a kilo for it being sliced. This was $10 a kilo for the corned beef, plus a bit of fuel, bit of fun, and there you go. KP's homemade pastrami from corned beef. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence, should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Don't forget to hit that notifications bell to be notified every time a new video goes up. Share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We are trying to get known to KP's Kingdom out there. Don't forget to leave a comment. Love reading, love responding to them. In the meantime, if you want to learn different smoking recipes as I learn myself, well, you need to come and join the family. My family, hit that subscribe button. You'll never miss another one of my videos again. Bye.